In the 21st century, Barça have been fortunate enough to have two outstanding centre-forwards who both enjoyed great success at the club, Samuel Eto'o and Luis Suarez. And while Suarez is still with us and hopefully can go on to win more for us, the fact that he is 33 and nearing the end of his career now seems a good time to ask the question, who in their time at Barça was the better number 9, Eto'o or Suarez? When Eto'o signed for Barça in 2004, the club had not won anything in the previous 5 seasons. Eto'o was raw, he was hungry, and he was very quick, and he was a great poacher of goals, but it was his work rate that stood out. As the pressing game became more important as football evolved, Eto'o's willingness to chase down defenders and goalkeepers was an important part of Barça's game. Even when it seemed he had no chance of getting the ball, he would at least hurry the opponent and possibly force a mistake. The best example of this was his goal against Real Madrid in his first season, when he took advantage of a moment of hesitation between Roberto Carlos and Iker Casillas to nip in and score in the empty net. But it was his opportunism that proved to be the most important for Barça. In the 2006 Champions League final against Arsenal in Paris, first he was the player fouled by Jens Lehmann, which resulted in a red card for the Arsenal goalkeeper. And then with Arsenal's 10 men leading 1-0 with 15 minutes to go, Eto'o scored the all-important equaliser to set up Barça's victory. Then 3 years later, against Manchester United in Rome, in his second Champions League final, asked by Pep Guardiola to play wide on the right to accommodate Leo Messi's false 9 role, Eto'o opened the scoring to put Barça on the road to another Champions League victory. It was in this final season at Barça under Pep Guardiola that we probably saw Eto'o at his best. In the autumn of 2008, as Guardiola's team began to click, Eto'o scored a hat-trick in 23 minutes against Almeria, and he followed that in the next home game, 2 weeks later, by scoring 4 in the first half against Valladolid. In total, Eto'o scored 130 goals in 199 games for Barça. In his 5 seasons, Barça won 3 Ligas. The 2 that we didn't win both coincided with Eto'o's injury problems. He also won 2 Champions League, 1 Copa del Rey, 2 Supercopas de España. In 2005 he came 3rd in FIFA's World Player of the Year. He was also in the FIFA Pro 11 in 2005 and 2006, and he was voted UEFA's best forward in 2006. And after moving to Inter Milan, he became the first player to win consecutive trebles of Champions League, League and Domestic Cup with 2 different teams. If there was a negative side to Eto'o's game, it was probably his finishing when he had too much time to think. Sometimes when he went through one-on-one with the goalkeeper, he didn't always make the best decisions. And of course there was also his arguments with teammates and coaches, even though some may feel he was only trying to defend the interests of the team. However, all in all, Eto'o was a fantastic player, and to watch him run in full stride was a joy to watch. Luis Suarez, on the other hand, was a more polished player when he signed in the summer of 2014. He was technically brilliant, intelligent in his off-the-ball movement, and a great striker of the ball, though there were doubts about his less than perfect disciplinary record. However, for Barça, he has generally used his aggression in a positive manner, and it makes him a very difficult player to mark. Once he got going in his first season, the goals began to flow, culminating in a goal in the Champions League final against Juventus that helped Barça clinch the trophy to complete another treble for the club. The following season, Suarez was at his most lethal, scoring 40 goals in the league, including 14 goals in the last 5 games, to earn the Pichichi Trophy in Spain and the Golden Boot as Europe's top marksman. At times he was simply unstoppable, like when he scored 4 in an 8-0 win at Deportivo and followed it up with 4 more against Sporting Gijón 3 days later. Suarez is now in his 6th season at Barça, and he has a splendid record of 191 goals in 270 games for the club. In the 5 completed seasons Suarez has played, Barça have won 4 league titles and 4 Copa del Reys and 2 Supercopas de España to totally dominate Spanish football, while also winning the Champions League in 2015 and the FIFA Club World Cup and UEFA Super Cup later that year. Suarez has always stood out for his technical ability. His work-up play is good, his volleying is first class, and he has the imagination to do the unexpected, as in his brilliant backheel goal against Mallorca last season. There are a few flaws in Suarez's game. Perhaps the only thing now is that age and injuries are catching up with him, and he is not quite as prolific as he was in his first couple of seasons. But now I'll hand it over to you. Do you prefer the speed and raw hunger of Eto'o, or the technically more polished Luis Suarez? Send me a comment down below letting me know what you think, and if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I'll be back for more on Friday. Until then, Bisco Barça. Bye for now.